Chicago Bears fans, I don't know about you, but it feels like we are finally watching the Iceman ascend to his rightful place among the NFL elite. ESPN analyst Bill Barnwell just released his updated trade tiers, and Caleb Williams has seen his market value skyrocket to a staggering 4 first-round picks. It is incredible to see how quickly the narrative has shifted from his rocky start to him being recognized as one of the most valuable assets in the entire league. The more details come out about this valuation, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your name and city in the comments below. Let's get into it. The Chicago Bears are certainly not looking to trade quarterback Caleb Williams, yet a new assessment by Bill Barnwell at ESPN has highlighted just how far his value has climbed since his rocky start. After a difficult rookie campaign that left many of us questioning the direction of the offense, Williams has clearly turned a corner under the guidance of head coach Ben Johnson. Barnwell now estimates his trade value at 4 first-round picks, a massive jump from the 2 first-round picks he was worth just 1 year ago. This shift reflects not only his breakout 2025 season, but also the incredible growth he has shown while playing on his cost-effective rookie contract. The bottom line here is that the entire league is beginning to recognize the superstardom that we have been hoping to see at Soldier Field for decades. Seeing his name climb into the top 10 quarterback rankings, beating out rivals like Jordan Love and other peers from his draft class, has brought a sense of relief and pride to our fan base. It feels like the patience we exercised during his early struggles is finally paying off in a major way. Even though he still needs to refine his completion percentage, his trajectory suggests he is evolving into a cornerstone piece that would be untouchable for any general manager in his right mind. It is rewarding to see him landing on the cover of Madden 27 and earning recognition from scouts and executives across the NFL. However, while we celebrate his rapid ascent to the elite tier of signal callers, we have to wonder how much of this current valuation is actually sustainable against the looming pressure of his next contract negotiations. If he is truly worth 4 first-round picks today, what happens to the team's salary cap flexibility when he demands an extension that breaks the bank? The most startling reality for us is that Caleb Williams currently carries a trade value of 4 first-round picks, according to Bill Barnwell. This massive leap in valuation stems from his development under the leadership of Ben Johnson, who has clearly stabilized the offensive scheme after the early hurdles of a difficult rookie campaign. When we look back at the history of this franchise, we have rarely possessed a signal caller whose trajectory so closely mirrors the league's true elite, especially while maintaining the immense financial flexibility provided by his original rookie contract. And this is the part that gets me. While our front office remains completely committed to building around him, the internal perspective is undoubtedly focused on securing his long-term future before his market value inflates even further. Behind the scenes, the organization knows that having a star on an affordable deal is the rarest luxury in the modern NFL. We have seen other franchises struggle for decades to find a definitive answer at the position. Yet we are witnessing a genuine shift where our quarterback is now mentioned in the same breath as the most successful players in the game. It is a stark contrast to our past frustrations where we often search for consistency without a clear plan. The coaches and scouts are likely viewing this valuation as a validation of their patience during his first season, recognizing that the growth he demonstrated throughout his second year was the tipping point for his career. We are no longer waiting for potential to manifest. We are observing a player who has officially arrived as a foundational piece of our identity. As we look at the current landscape of the league, having a quarterback of this caliber under center is the difference between simply competing and truly chasing a championship for years to come. The soaring trade valuation of Caleb Williams is more than just a media exercise because it finally confirms that the organization has secured the most difficult asset to find in professional football. For us as Chicago Bears fans, this reality shifts the entire internal calculus of the front office as we move into the next phase of contention. The part fans are not ready for is how this financial windfall impacts our long-term roster flexibility. Since Williams remains on a cost-controlled rookie contract for 3 more years, the team possesses the rare luxury of allocating significant salary cap space to elite veteran talent at other positions without sacrificing our signal caller. This strategic advantage allows the front office to reinforce the offensive line and secondary depth charts, ensuring that the team remains a balanced powerhouse rather than a one-man show. Looking at the schedule ahead, this stability provides a massive edge when facing division rivals and high-powered opponents. When we line up against Minnesota, Detroit, or Green Bay, we now do so with the confidence that our quarterback possesses the star power to outperform anyone on the opposite sideline in high-stakes matchups. This perception shift changes our standing across the league immediately. Other contenders now view us as a definitive hurdle to their postseason ambitions rather than a team fighting for a wildcard berth. With Williams firmly entrenched as a top 10 performer, we are no longer just building for the future. We are built for sustained success right now. The growth we saw last season was the necessary foundation, but the current valuation serves as a clear signal that the rest of the league recognizes our trajectory. We are witnessing the maturation of a true franchise leader, and that confidence will dictate every move the team makes throughout the remainder of this calendar year. The prospect of valuing Caleb Williams at 4 first-round picks highlights the massive upside of having a quarterback on a rookie contract who is rapidly developing into a household name. By securing a franchise cornerstone under such favorable financial terms, we provide the front office with the flexibility to surround him with top-tier talent while he enters his prime. Here is where it gets interesting, as Bill Barnwell notes that while his completion percentage remains a point of focus for improvement, his growth trajectory suggests he is evolving into a true superstar. However, the risk inherent in this valuation is significant because attaching a price tag of 4 first-round picks creates immense pressure to produce immediate perfect results. If injury or a slump occurs, that massive investment in theoretical draft capital could easily become a weight that halts our team progress for several years. Analysts across the league, including the contributors at ESPN, indicate that while Williams is currently ranked in the top 10, he is being measured against peers like Drake May, who is valued at 6 first-round picks, and Jaden Daniels, who sits at 3 and some change. Bo Nix also remains a steady presence in these conversations, showing how competitive this 2024 draft class continues to be. What I really think is that while the hype is certainly earned, comparing a player to 7 first-round assets like Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen feels a bit premature before he has truly cemented that level of consistency over a longer career window. While it is wonderful to see the national media finally recognizing what we see on the field every Sunday, we must be careful not to let these lofty projections distract us from the hard work of building a balanced roster that can compete for a championship title every single season. The upward trajectory of Caleb Williams signals a foundational shift for the Chicago Bears, moving us definitively out of the cycle of uncertainty that has plagued this franchise for decades. Seeing Bill Barnwell project his trade value at 4 first-round picks reflects a total stabilization of our quarterback position under the guidance of Ben Johnson. And here's why that's a big deal. We are no longer searching for answers at the most vital spot on the roster. Instead, we are building a true championship core around a player whom the entire league now views as a budding superstar. As Chicago Bears fans, we should feel genuinely optimistic entering this season because the evidence of growth is tangible rather than speculative. Between his inclusion in ESPN's top 10 rankings and the prestige of appearing on the Madden 27 cover, it is clear that the rest of the NFL recognizes the potential we see on the field every Sunday. This level of national recognition, combined with the fact that he remains on a team-friendly rookie contract for 3 more years, grants our front office the immense flexibility required to surround him with top-tier talent. We finally possess the luxury of time and the security of a proven leader to pursue our ultimate goals. Looking at the class of 2024, do you believe Caleb Williams will ultimately surpass Drake May in total career passing yards by the time his current contract expires in Chicago? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Bear down. I'll see you in the next one. But before you head out, make sure to drop your own predictions in the comments below. Will he become a superstar or another draft bust? Your insights always drive the best discussions for this community. Thanks.